Hi everyone, it's Sunday night and tomorrow we start our cleanse. So I wanted to make you another video to talk about some helpful hints and talk about what we're going to be taking and when. I'm going to be posting some recipes and things like that on the 30-day cleanse private group and looking at creating maybe a Pinterest board for those recipes that we can share in and kind of help each other out with some creativity there. Because I know a lot of times we choose the wrong things to eat just because we don't know where to start. So I posted a shopping list today so that you would be able to see some things that would be good choices for you on the cleanse. Again, I'm not saying you can't eat this and you have to eat that. Everybody's dietary choices might look a little bit different, but I am going to try to put some suggestions out there that might help your cleanse be a little more successful, because the easier you let things be on your gut and in your digestive system, the better that these products are going to be able to get in and help your chimneys to release properly like we want them to. So a couple of things, I'm going to try to get through this quickly. And I know it's backwards, but if you've had there you go. If you've had a membership overview and you have this paper laying around your house, it has the perfect protocol for your cleanse in the back of it. So this probably is the best chart that you're going to find anywhere, because it has the full, very clearly laid out. But let's go through that together. It also has suggestions of what you can take morning and afternoon and evening on there. But I want to give you a couple helpful hints first. First of all, one of your best friends through this cleanse is going to be preparation, and that's both with meal times and also with your supplements. So one of the best things you can do for yourself is to either order online or go to your dollar store if you have it laying around someplace. If you can find a vitamin caddy, you can prepare your supplements ahead of time so they're kind of put where you need them to be. This is one example. I do not even remember where I got this. It's been years ago, but it was like at a dollar store. It wasn't any big thing. I also got this one at the dollar store, but as you can see, it has been well traveled during Diamond Club and I had to rubber band it together. But I've used a couple different things. I just recently, what I'm going to be using for this cleanse, I ordered from Aroma Tools, and it's a really nice little categorized by day. There's 2 for each day in there, and they have these little individual baggies in them. So if you can find something like that, there's also, I saw on a Pinterest post somewhere where somebody made their own with Ziploc baggies, and that's great as well. They folded a little thing together and banded it with elastic and used Ziploc baggies with material. I'll try to find that post if I can. But if you can get yourself something that you can take your supplements out ahead of time instead of opening every bottle every time you have to take them, you're going to save yourself a lot of time, and most likely you're going to stick with the cleanse better because you'll be prepared. So let's talk about what you're going to do. Very first thing when you wake up tomorrow morning that you want to do is have your lemon, and you're going to put lemon in your water in the morning and then also do that throughout the day. I suggest, if you've never put lemon in your water before, you only want to start out with a drop or 2. Some of these things, and even in your membership overview, I think it says 5 drops. I think that's too much when you're first starting out, and it can be a little bit harsher than you want it to be on your belly. So start out with just like a drop or 2, and that will be fine. And then the core of the program is your Lifelong Vitality Pack. Again, I'm going to say, if you're not already taking this pack, you might want to start slowly this week. Now, the full dosage on this is when you take it in the morning with food, you're going to take eventually 2 of each of the pills. Okay, these are the Z Omega, which is your omega-3, 6s, and 9s. And then this is your multivitamin in capsule form, 2 of those each time, and 2 of the Alpha CRS. Okay, if you've never taken this before and you're not already on a good multivitamin system, I would suggest that tomorrow, probably for the next 2 to 3 days, you take just 1 in the morning and 1 at night instead of 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Then after about Wednesday or Thursday, you can increase it, start taking 2 in the morning and 1 at night of each. And then by next week, you should be okay to go ahead and take the full dosage, which is 2 in the morning and 2 at night. But you want to work up to that a little bit slow so that you they don't upset your belly, your stomach, because they have a tummy tamer blend in, and you should be safe that way. But just because they do have gentle cleansing properties to them, if you've never taken it before, it's always good to start out slow and then work up to the full dose. It's better than starting right away, not feeling good, and quitting because you don't like the way you feel. Okay, so that is the baseline of the program. Now that's going to be a dose in the morning and a dose in the evening. I would suggest one with breakfast, one dosage with breakfast and one dosage with dinner. So, number 1. Now, every time you eat tomorrow, you're going to take 1 to 2. Again, you can start out with just 1 of these Terrazyme capsules. Remember that this is going to help. These are the enzymes that are going to help you digest your food properly. So I would take with those 1 to 2 with each meal. If you're following the cleanse protocol and you're eating kind of clean, you'll probably be okay with 1. If you're eating a higher fat or a lot of protein in your meal, you might want to take 2 just to help that break down and get through your body better. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is get your Zendocrine. Now, Zendocrine is the cleansing part to support your organs as you detox. So, remember there are 2 different kinds of Zendocrine. 2 bottles. There's this and this, the white one and the dark one. If you only need either this or the oil. So, if you've decided that you don't want to pour your own Zendocrine, you may have gotten the Zendocrine soft gels. And if you did that, you just pop that open, and the dosage says to take 1 capsule or 2 drops twice a day. So each of these capsules has the drops already in it. You don't need the oil if you're taking that. You can just take the soft gel, okay? So this or this. If you don't want to take it in soft gel form, you decided to save a little money and buy it as the oil, you can just get your veggie cap out. A little thing of veggie caps. You pop that veggie cap open. You're going to take the oil and just drip 1, 2 drops in there. Then you seal it up. Okay, and you're going to take it with water. It's that simple. See, it's right there in the bottom of there. Okay, so either one of those, you can take either 1 capsule or 2 drops twice a day. The thing that I like about the Zendocrine is you can also take the Zendocrine and rub it on your liver, directly on your liver, or you can rub it on the bottom of your feet at the liver reflexology spot as well. So you get a little bit more mileage out of that. You can see that I have both because we use both. We rotate back and forth. But regardless of what you chose with that, you also need the Zendocrine detoxification complex. So this is the complex, and I haven't opened mine yet. They're all brand new bottles. So tomorrow, when I take my first dosage of Lifelong Vitality supplement, I'm also going to take 1 Terrazyme, and I'm going to take 1 little capsule that I made up of Zendocrine, and I'm also going to get my Zendocrine complex out, which is right here, and I'm going to take 1 of those twice a day. Okay, so right now, if I'm preparing this for tomorrow morning, I'm going to put 2 Z Omegas, 2 Microplex MVPs, 2 Alpha CRSs, 1 of the Zendocrine soft gels, and 1 of this kind of Zendocrine, okay? Plus I'm going to drink lemon in my water. I know that seems like a lot. You don't have to swallow them all at one time. You can take your first couple and then take the next couple again. A couple of you asked about energy. If you ordered the Mida Max, which is because you're coming off of caffeine and you wanted a natural caffeine supplement, you would take this at the same time, okay? That's not part of the cleanse, but I know a couple of you are doing that as a specialized way to deal with coming down from that caffeine crash, and that's absolutely fine. Others of you who are just grouchy because you can't have the sugar that you want, get your little balance out, put it behind your ears, put it on your pulse points, diffuse it, put it on the bottom of your feet. Because the first couple of days, if you've had a lot of sugar over the holidays or you're drinking a lot of caffeine and coffee and you're trying to come off of that, you might get a headache. You might feel a little bit grumpy. So you might want to keep that. You might want to have your touch pack and have some peppermint to roll on your head if you get a little headache. It will pass. 3 days is usually the worst of the symptoms when you start cutting stuff out of your body. And I just want to encourage you to push through the hard time because you're doing something so great for your liver. And I promise you that even if you feel rough for the first 3 days, you're going to start to feel better. So just push back, push through that, and come to the page and let us offer you some encouragement if you're not feeling good. And we'll do this together, and we are going to get through it. Go outside, get some fresh air, and take a walk. It's freezing cold tomorrow, so it'll put some energy in your steps. At least here it is. Those of you who are in other states might not be so cold, and maybe we want some of your sunshine. But those are going to be what you'll need in the morning. Your PB Assist and your GX Assist, you're not going to touch them until after the first 10 days. So the first 10 days, we're just going to use the products that I told you about right now, with the exception of if you want to add Slim and Sassy in because you're trying to balance your insulin out, or you want to up your metabolism and try to lose a few pounds through this, you can use the Slim and Sassy oil or the Slim and Sassy soft gels. I have my Slim and Sassy oil right here. My husband will be taking this in capsule form, the soft gels, because he doesn't even like to pour it in a capsule. He can still taste it, and he doesn't like the taste. I enjoy the taste. Some people say the taste grows on them. I'll be putting this in my water in the morning and drinking it a couple times in my water throughout the day. So you can take 3 to 5 drops. Again, I think 5 drops is a lot to start out with. I think if you're not used to the taste, you can start with 1 to 3 drops and work your way up from there. But you can do that about 3 times a day. You can do it every time before you eat. And the soft gels, I think, have 4 or 5 drops in those as well. So you would choose again one or the other, and you can take that before you eat as well. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. I'm going to start moving tomorrow. So anybody else going to the gym tomorrow? Jump on your trampoline. If you have a little mini tramp or you have a little bouncy ball, it's really good for your lymphatic system to bounce on that or jump a little bit to get your lymph nodes releasing all of those toxins out. That's one of the best things that you can do. In addition to cardiovascular, it's really good to spend at least 5 up to 10 minutes just bouncing to get all of that flowing. So I am rooting for you. I'm on this journey with you. We're going to do this. So get some good sleep tonight and check in with your questions tomorrow, and we'll be fine. I'll see you soon.